Something is very wrong. An alien-like web of slime is choking off all forms of life in the water here. From above, it looks like streaks of paint.
I'm going.
It's like sinking through what our future will look like if nothing changes, if we continue to pollute our waters and allow our planet to warm. It's known as sea snot, in science speak, marine mucilage, and it has happened here before, but never like this. Getting sucked into the gills of fish, wrapping itself around corals, suffocating them. We're in the Dardanelles Strait that connects the Sea of Marmara to the Aegean. Associate Professor Barış Özalp is a coral expert who has been diving these waters for more than a decade. This coral, it's dead. Another one, dying. This one, threatened. He points to a healthy sponge. And right next to it, he wipes the mucilage coating off a dead one. Back on board, the gravity of what we witnessed sets in. Professor Özalp says he and other scientists first observed mucilage in these waters in 2007.
Is this the first year where you've seen mucilage killing coral and sea life?
Yes. Yeah. Of course, we feel very bad because, during our childhood, this ecosystem was a rich ecosystem. Even 1 year ago, they are healthy. They were healthy, 1 year ago. But now it's bad.
A year ago, this is what the underwater life looked like here. This is the exact same spot today. Professor Muhammed Türkoğlu, a planktologist, takes a surface sample. He describes mucilage as a dense organic soup, mostly made up of bacteria and phytoplankton's mucus secretions.
So what am I looking at right here?
This little guy is just one of the phytoplankton species that Türkoğlu says is one ingredient in that deadly nastiness underwater. The Sea of Marmara is just like a coronavirus patient who has been intubated, Professor Türkoğlu explains, because the oxygen at the greater depths is almost completely depleted. It's close to zero. Professor Özalp slides his hand underneath the blanket of thick mucilage on the seafloor. Not only does this suffocate everything, but it also steals the oxygen at these depths as it decomposes, creating dead zones. But phytoplankton is one of the linchpins of life on the planet. It's not the villain here. The imbalance that caused all of this? Us, humans, our pollution. It causes an excess of nutrients in the water that acts as a catalyst for massive blooms, as does the man-made climate crisis that we have failed to prevent or even slow down. Water temperatures here have increased by 2 degrees in the last 50 years, says Professor Bayram Öztürk, who studies the impact of climate change on marine biodiversity.
When you look at this, what do you think?
I think it's nature spitting in our faces, simply. And this is ecologically it's a catastrophe. But not only in the Sea of Marmara, this is a transboundary issue.
Experts say this year's mucilage is all across the waters from the Black Sea to the Mediterranean basin, one of the world's most climate-vulnerable areas. The experts we spoke to fear the currents are not strong enough to dislodge the mucilage. It's too dense. It's not just a Turkey problem. This is symptomatic of the lack of global leadership and consensus when it comes to saving our planet. The marine life here is asphyxiating. Their habitat is being destroyed, and their fate could well become ours. Arwa Damon, CNN, the Dardanelles Strait, Turkey.